Hello, I'm Linda Bourne, author of a book entitled My Mom Has Alzheimer's, Inspiration and Help for Caregivers. In the spring of 2004, my mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, and at that time I began a blog called God, Mom, Alzheimer's, and Me. That blog was seen by a book editor who invited me to write a book for her company, and that's how I came to have an edited manuscript in hand. The book was finally published in 2009. In this video series, I'm going to share with you much of the information that's contained in that book that has been so helpful to me over this 10-year time period that I've been taking care of my mom. I hope that you're helped. I hope that you are encouraged to make the transition into the role of caregiver and to hang in there if things are hard right now. What I found is that if you can survive that first caregiving year, that things get better. That was certainly true for me. Once my mother was on medication, she has experienced modest improvement and has sustained that level of functioning for the past 9 years. We've been very blessed. I don't think probably her story is typical, but I do want people to know that at the moment of that devastating diagnosis, either for yourself or for a loved one, that there is hope. Making that transition into the role of caregiver is difficult. You have to let go of past relationship roles and learn new ways of relating to one another as caregiver and patient. But you also need to remember that no matter what happens, that person is still your mother or your sister or your spouse or your child. The relationship changes, but the connection stays. And certainly the love connection remains the same throughout all of the changes that you go through. On days when my mom doesn't even know for sure who I am, there's still that emotional connection that goes beyond memory. The helps in my book are for caregivers of all descriptions, not just for people taking care of someone with dementia, because the principles of caregiving tend to be sort of the same regardless of who you're taking care of or what their ailment is. The book is about making the transition into the caregiving role. So if you're struggling with a new job title of caregiver right now, this video series is for you. The helpful hint of this week is to simply to have hope, to hang in there. Things will get better. Sometimes when you're a new caregiver, you feel like you're just putting out fire after fire after fire and aren't ever getting ahead of the game. But trust me when I say that with God's help, you can get through anything, and caregiving is no different. I've learned that throughout all the changes of my life, God's been very faithful, and I know that you'll find the same to be true. Next week, we're going to go through the steps that our family took when my mom was diagnosed. Things like obtaining durable power of attorney for healthcare and financial needs, finding helpful organizations, establishing a network of support. So that will be the video you will find next Saturday morning. I'm going to put up a new video each Saturday for a time to share with you the helps that I found to be so valuable during this challenging time of our lives, but it's been a good time. Until then, this is Caregiver's Corner. I hope you join me next week, and until then, take care.